I had planned comments, but, my comments were complimentary towards Celso, since he did some great work for us, he's moving on, and, he's not here, so, anyways. I am gonna restate some comments I said about a year ago. And I'm not exactly sure what they were, but please, I wish the public would beware of misinformation, disinformation about the current municipal site selection. It's, I have been watching patiently all the misinformation put out there. There was some misinformation mailed to people some time ago, and we finally found out who did it, and it's no surprise. But again, the title of the property and the deed dictate what can happen. Now this town, I have questioned this, being a commissioner, it's a long learning process. I try to go back and try to learn what people were thinking when they did certain items. Still some things stump me. But one thing this township did extremely well in the past is when they bought a property, they restricted the deeds. And one commissioner was going through the deeds and kind of gave me a summary. I started looking at myself, and some of the language in there is very restrictive. As you know, it was their desire to do so. Some properties were not restricted, and I think they were not restricted on purpose because they were built on some years later. So, the title matters. And the Evans Tract Road, where we're building the complex, has no deed restrictions. That was done on purpose, like I said. I suspect it was done on purpose because some 2 years later, they built a commercial cell phone tower on there, which benefited all of us immensely. And I compliment those commissioners for doing it. They probably paid for most of the property with the revenues from that cell phone tower. They did a good job. The case, the second injunction that was filed against us cost us, like I said, I'm just guessing, I don't have the numbers in front of me, about $12,000. That was a waste of money for us to spend. The decision was already made. They filed for an emergency injunction, and last time they did that, they got off hearing in 2 2 days. This one, it took the judge 3 weeks to give him a hearing on it, and it took another 3 weeks to decide. It wasn't a big deal. All I'm saying is our taxpayer dollars are being wasted, but we have to answer these motions. So thank you very much. Just be aware of misinformation. Thank you.
You want to announce the executive session again? You had another.
Can I make a comment?
We close the public comments, so go ahead.
So I have requested an executive session on 3 matters: the litigation, real estate, and legal matters. I am not asking for any action afterwards on those items.
Thank you. That concludes. We're adjourned. Moving